My name is Sean Ketteringham. I'm the curator of Passing Strange, British Land Art Through Time, which is a display of artworks associated with land art from the 1970s, 80s and into the 1990s. And the group of works is drawn from the Leeds Sculpture Collection, which is owned by Leeds Museums and Galleries and jointly managed by us at the Henry Moore Institute. The consistent thread that's running through most of the works in the display is this idea of ephemerality or of process and transition rather than monumentality and permanence. Andy Goldsworthy's leaf works, for example, are literally leaves folded and structured to create strange shapes, quite surreal shapes. Anya Galaccio's work, similarly, is involved in transition and decay. She created these pastels made from the dead, fragrant tea roses. Tastadine's trying to find the spiral jetty. It documents the journey to find Robert Smithson's spiral jetty. They never actually find the spiral jetty. I was interested in that transition, that intervention that Tastadine had made with such an iconic piece of land art. I don't want to generalise in the exhibition and say all British land art is ephemeral whilst American land art is monumental. That's far too general a picture. But there is an interesting sense of scale and time that is used differently. Andy Goldsworthy wanted to make art purely made through the materials available to him on site. So he was using leaves, creating sculptural constructions that seemed to puncture reality in some way, to reveal new worlds to us in the natural spaces. But they are not so ephemeral as some of the other works that were only photographed and then were left to disappear into the landscape again. So included in the exhibition is a vitrine of archival material related to the artist Richard Long. One part of this display is the postcards that Long sent to his good friend Roger Ackling. But really these printed materials are the authentic articles. They are the documents of Long's walks and of sculpture that he made that was very temporary. I was really struck by how Richard Long would make work that really distilled quite a fine essence of human engagement with the landscape. One of Richard Long's phrases to describe his art was a portrait of the artist touching earth. So one of his most famous artworks as well is a line made by walking, where he walked repeatedly across a field that was flowering with daisies, and where he walked, he trod down and flattened some of those flowers and left a darker line. So in 1966, at the age of 21, David Nash moved to a village in North Wales and planted some ash trees. In one case, in Ash Dome, it's a circle of ash trees that he has trained and cut to merge into an architectural space. The title Ash Dome says it all really, but these works have taken decades to reach full maturity. He calls these his planted works. We have a group of these drawings that he's made based on these works in the 1990s. I really hope that visitors to this exhibition come away with a new sensitivity to their relationship with landscape. The exhibition will be on until the autumn. In October, the leaves will be changing outside. So I hope that when you look at Andy Goldsworthy's leaf works, you think about the changing of the seasons in a new way. They are creating humbling works that help us to understand what we are, as we will eventually die and turn into the land ourselves. And I think philosophically that's a very valuable idea in the ego-driven world that we're living in at the moment.